All right, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is CarChanneledTarot. Welcome if you're new here, and welcome back if you are returning. We are going to be doing a pick a card. All right, so this version is going to be next 48. All right, so if you have not already, go vote in the community section. Okay, so you guys can choose which type of videos you guys would like to see more, whether it's pick a cards, collectives, Aries through Pisces individuals, or Aries through Pisces all in one video type of videos. Okay, so let me know. Go over there and vote. All right, I'm gonna pull this up, make sure the sound and everything is all good, and I will show you the options in just 1 second. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, please and thank you. All right, so I'll show you. Okay. So pile number one. Oh, pile number one is the lion. I'm gonna try to move it a little bit closer. Hopefully that will be able to show all of it. Okay. Pile number one is Mr. Lion over here. Okay. You can pause the video if you need to. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay. It's left to right. Pile number one. Two is the Stella. Okay. Pile number three is this really awful wine cocktail. Okay. And pile number four is the apple cider vinegar. Okay. So I'll give you guys a second to choose. Make sure to like the video. Take what resonates, and this is your next 48 hours. This is still timeless, okay? All of my videos are technically timeless. You know, time is fluid when it comes to watching tarot readings, all right? So I'll wait a few seconds and then we'll get started, okay? Left to right, 1, 2. Let me move it back a little bit. Will that help for you guys to see the options? Hopefully. I don't know if that helped or not. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, damn. What the fuck? Okay. This is already not good. This is why I wanted to stick with 3 piles, but I wanted to add something extra today. Okay. That hurt a little bit. Don't hit your hand, collective. Okay. What the fuck? All right. I'm going to take them away. So hope you chose 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm taking them away. And if you want a personal reading, make sure to uh, check my bio or join my lives, turn on notifications, etc., so you don't miss out. Okay. The raffle is still, of course, going on for a chance to win 5 free personal readings for me at the end of every single month. You just have to email me after you get your personals, okay? All right, so let's see. Pile number one. If you chose pile number one, this is your next 48 hours. So what's going on for pile number one for their next 48 hours? Some of y'all could be sleeping a lot, okay, in the next 48. I see you sleeping, and then when you wake up, you're thinking, okay? So you might be very in your head, okay? You might be laying down in your head, okay? Yeah. Some of you guys might be Pisces, okay? You could be a Libra or a Pisces or a Scorpio, okay? But I see you like contemplating on what you want to do, okay? What's this decision? Yeah, Libra, okay? Some of you guys, what are you contemplating on? Let's see. You got options or you have choices, pile number one in the next 48. You're overwhelmed with choices. Okay, so it could be about where you want to go. We have the world card here, so you guys could be traveling or thinking about where your next trip could be, okay? Um, or like I said, you know, it doesn't have to be far. It's just like something about you sitting in bed thinking about, do you want to go here? Do you want to go there? Do you want to do that? Do you not want to do that? Okay, so you're weighing your options, okay? I feel like a lot of y'all could be Libras in pile number one, or you might have heavy Libra placements, okay? Um, I just split the deck and I saw the Two of Swords. That's funny. Okay, so let's see what's going on for pile number one. Next 48, the Tower. Okay, hello. What's that about? Make sure you're checking the weather as well when it comes to travel. Okay, even if it's not far, make sure that you're dressing appropriately, packing correctly. Okay, whether it means you want to pack heavier or pack lighter, okay? Make sure you're checking on things like that. Because I also feel like if you're traveling, you can't carry all that. There's something about like you have a lot to carry. You see how he's got the coin on his head, he's carrying something in his hands, and he's got shit on his feet, okay? He's got pentacles on his feet. So some of y'all make sure to don't drop something, okay? Don't drop something. Make sure that you can actually carry something when it comes to traveling, even if it's not far. You know, you could be going to the store and you got 15 grocery bags to, you know, bring in or transport somewhere. You know, it's something like that. Okay. And then we have the Six of Cups. Okay. Let's see. Some of y'all could be traveling with your child. You might have your child carry something that's a little bit too heavy. Okay. Um, let's see. What's going on for. Yeah, because I'm also seeing like him look at this globe too with the Two of Wands here. You see how he's like, all right, I kind of want to go there. I'm pretty sure I want to go there. But, you know, the whole world's in my hand. I could also go back here, you know. So I feel like go with your main choice, okay, if it comes to you deciding on where you want to go, okay? Far or near, okay? Let's see. What's going on for my pile number ones, next 48? I really just see y'all waiting. Y'all have to be Libras or an air sign. Because who takes this long to make a decision? Who really takes this long to make a decision? Okay. Or you could have Scorpio in your chart. Like I said, you could be a sidereal Libra, but damn, why is most of your reading pile number one like, okay, should I do this? Should I not? You know, I could do that, but I don't have to, but I also want to do that. Okay, so pick a side, Libra. Okay. Oh, see, some of y'all could be Libras. I didn't even mean to say that. Some of y'all could be dealing with an Aries as well. We have the King of Wands here. All right. I don't know if I want to pull Oracle for this reading. I wasn't trying to. What's going on for I almost said Aries. What's going on for some of y'all are going to end up staying in the house anyways. Like you have all these choices. You could have gone, but because you took too long, you're going to be sitting in the house anyways. Okay? I've never had a reading where somebody can't make a decision. Not like this much though, okay? I don't know. You can have fun by yourself, pile number one. I'm gonna pull a couple oracle because I feel like that was not telling me much, okay? But I really see y'all kind of just sitting around not making a decision for some reason. Pile number one. Okay. Let's see. Anything else for pile number one for the next 48 hours? Focus on yourself. Okay. Enthusiastic. Some of y'all could also be dealing with some sort of past trauma. Maybe that's why you are having a difficult time like going somewhere. You know, maybe a certain place reminds you of certain trauma or something that hurt you in the past, okay? Something that you think you're over, but you may not be fully over it. Because I did have the Ten of Swords as the last card for the tarot portion, okay? So some of you guys might be, maybe that's why you're being so indecisive about, okay, should I go there? Because, you know, sometimes with trauma and things, if something bad happened in a certain area, you don't always want to go back there, right? It reminds you of, you know, something not good. Okay, so some of y'all could be dealing with that. Okay, that makes more sense. Um, let's see. Anything else for pile number one? Yeah, heartbreak. Okay, grief. Yes, confirmation. Okay. And then we have feeling unloved. And faith and clergy. I know this is gonna sound a little bit out there, but some of y'all could have dealt with a past, okay, like where the way you grew up, especially if you were raised in a particular religion, um, maybe you feel like somebody doesn't understand you now or how much they hurt you because of a certain religion, and you're trying to have faith, you're trying to have hope, okay, or you're trying to heal from some sort of like past religious trauma. Yeah, maybe you felt more unloved. Maybe you felt like someone worshipped, you know, a god or something like that more than you. Okay. All right. This took a deeper turn. Um, hmm. Untrue stories, confusion. I feel like some of y'all might be having a hard time releasing yourself from some sort of belief, okay? If you are questioning yourself, we have confusion here, ghost and sacrifice. You might be giving up a certain belief system, okay? Maybe you're starting to realize that somebody may be getting bad karma for how they treated you, especially if it's kind of giving like cult, you know? Like certain religions kind of are culty, okay? Um especially if I'm trying to make this make sense because I'm getting a storyline here, but at the same time, it kind of reminds me of an old coworker I had where she told me that like, and she was a bitch, but like, she did end up opening up to me about something about her being raised in a cult, like a church religious thing. Like she had a bunch of trauma, like she couldn't escape it for a while. Like, it's something like that. Okay. Some of y'all could be dealing with something like that for me to pick up on that. But let's go to pile number 2. Okay. That is out of my territory. Okay. We have also for pile number 1, numbing. So some of y'all, like I said, you could be dealing with grief. Maybe you don't want to go back to like your hometown or somewhere that you experienced a lot of trauma, whether it's religious or not. Okay. All right. Unless you really have to, do you really have to? I feel like that's the big question. Pile number 1 is like, do you really have to go back to where or what hurt you? You know what I'm saying? Well, that took a turn, but some of y'all dealing with that. Okay. Let's go to pile 2. All right. So if you chose pile number 2, oh wait, start with the tarot. All right, so if you chose pile number 2, let's see. What is pile number 2 going to be experiencing for the next 48 hours? Somebody could be walking with a stick, okay, a cane, okay, a cane. You might walk with a cane. I don't know how old some of y'all are, but some of y'all could be walking with a cane, okay. Or somebody around you may need some help. You may be helping like an elder across the street, or you should, okay? I don't know if y'all are watching this happen or not. I feel like you might watch somebody like cross the street and you're like, oh shit, they're struggling. And then you run over and help them, okay? Don't be an asshole, okay? Help that person out. Um, let's see, what's going on for pile number 2 for the next 48 hours? Okay. I want to say, even if it's someone younger, like it could be a work situation as well. If you see somebody struggling, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to help them out. You might have one of those managers who's like, "No, get back to your section. Don't help her. Don't help him." You might have a manager who is kind of like ridiculous, okay? Or they won't allow you to help somebody who clearly needs help, okay? You might be trying to be nice to somebody in the next 48 hours, pile 2, and your intuition is telling you, like, go help them, but maybe somebody around you is blocking you from actually helping this person, okay? So something like that could be going on. Yeah, because I see you watching somebody from a distance. This could actually start an argument. The fact that you want to help somebody and then somebody else stops you. Oh, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody in pile number 2, but this is also reminding me of like a situation where, you know how like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but if you see a toxic couple, in public and they're fighting, and clearly the girl is like, she looks like she needs a helping hand. The guy is being an asshole, you can see it from across the parking lot, you're a little bit concerned. You're like, uh-oh, what's going to happen next? Should I go over there? Should I not? It's kind of like that type of situation. I'm hearing bystander, like, should you help? Should you not? And I also want to say that decision is kind of hard too these days because people have, weapons and shit. So you never know like what somebody could do if you walk up on them. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's a lot of contemplation for you guys so far in the next. Oh, this is the next 72. Shit. Okay, next 72. All right, well, let's see. You might actually avoid helping somebody, or somebody's going to make you avoid helping somebody. So, you may feel kind of bad. like I said, your intuition's telling you help them or go do that, go take care of that, but somebody may be blocking you, okay? So I don't know what that's about. Yeah, you may be kind of sad that something's not, like, you can't help somebody or you can't do something for somebody, okay? Let's see. Let's get a couple more. This could be at work too. What's the Four of Wands reverse here? I feel like that's kind of, these readings are kind of heavy. I did not expect this. Okay. Something also could remind you of your childhood, pal, too, okay? And that's why you want to help somebody. Like somebody, you could be seeing somebody like kind of experience something that kind of triggers you and something that happened to you or something that you experienced when you were younger and you want to go help them, but I feel like you can't at the same time. So you may be feeling very disappointed or sad, you know, something about that. I'm going to get some oracle so we can clarify. Let's see. Sometimes on my channel, I feel like, you know, the energies I end up picking up on are, it's not usually this deep, but sometimes it is, you know. Sometimes that shit happens. So, all right, let's see. What else for pile number two? Pile number two, what's going on for pile number two in the next 72 hours? Yeah, we have long haul reverse. Yeah, someone's dealing with a player. You could be dealing with a player that you're not getting much from. We have getting crumbs, long haul reverse. So some of y'all, this could be you. I hope not. Yeah, family reverse. I feel like somebody could be in a situation that they keep ignoring how bad it is because they feel like they don't have any family or support. Too risky. Somebody could feel like it's too risky to leave or too risky to approach you. Okay, yeah, player. We got two player cards that just came out. Okay, look, we got player and player. Okay, somebody's very manipulative. What else is going on for pile number two? Yeah, overcoming obstacles, getting back on your feet, gaining strength from difficult situations. So I don't know. Some of y'all in pile number two, you could be the bystander who's wanting to go help, and some of y'all are the person who may need some help because you're dealing with a player, somebody very manipulative. Okay, so you'll have to take that how it resonates. Look, ain't shit literally just came out. Okay, ain't shit. Somebody could have tattoos or really, really bad tattoos. Or if you're getting a tattoo, pile number two, in the next 72 hours, you may want to make sure that it's actually good work. Something may not be, I'm hearing contrast, like something may not be dark enough, okay? Like, I don't know where you're getting your tattoos done or if it's a cheap tattoo or something like that, but make sure that you can see that shit, okay? I don't know. I don't have any tattoos, but I know that a lot of tattoos are like somebody's rent. You know what I'm saying? That's why also I don't see a point in getting tattoos. Like you can do what you want, but I'd rather spend it on something else, you know? And then we have apology. Let's see. This is someone you're dating or somebody that someone else is dating. Also, if you see this is like bystander energy, pal, too. If you see somebody like way younger dating somebody way older, or if you notice that there's like an age gap and somebody needs help, that's tough. I would try to go help, but at the same time, I also understand not wanting to interfere. Look, obsessive lover, okay? Like somebody is, it literally says dangerously toxic. So I feel like most of y'all are seeing this happen. Whoa. And then we have divine timing. Some of y'all might be, yeah, something could turn legal, honestly. Or maybe you need to just call the police, okay? Like if you see somebody in a situation like that, it's all situational, but I personally, I'm very much about justice and things like that. I don't ever want to see somebody hurt. So, especially, if you've been through certain things and then you see somebody else go through something that you've already been through and you know how it feels, you know how chaotic it can be, you know how much it can fuck up a person. At least maybe try to help by calling somebody who can actually take care of the situation, hopefully, aka the police. Look, authority, okay? Call the authorities, literally, as I said that, okay? So we're gonna go to pile 3. I am not having I was about to say I'm not having a good time, but these are the messages. All right. Let's go to pile 3. I hope none of y'all are going through that though. It's not good. Pile number 3. Whoa, hello. Pile number 3. So if you chose pile number 3, and of course I'll timestamp everything afterward. Pile number 3. If you chose pile 3, what's going on for pile 3 for the next 72 hours? Damn. Okay, what's this conflict? Some of y'all could have Virgo in your chart or be dealing with a Virgo. Somebody could be giving you the silent treatment. Okay. Hey, TT, welcome in. Somebody could be giving you the silent treatment. That could cause a tower. Okay. Especially if somebody is purposely not talking to you. Okay. And you could be dealing with a Gemini. We have the lovers here, Scorpio, Virgo, Aquarius energy, Cancer energy. Whoa. Yeah, we just got 4 major arcanas in a row. So this could be something kind of big that pops off. So why the 5 of Swords here? Pisces energy, the Hangman. Someone's tired of being ignored. Someone's very tired of being ignored. So somebody may say something. I'm hearing out of pocket, but it's also is it out of pocket or does it need to be said? Is it out of pocket? Okay, because something just is not working. Okay, it could be a relationship. It doesn't have to be pile 3, but this is no matter what the situation is, a relationship, a friendship, a job, whatever the case is. If it's not working, if it gets you to the point where you feel like you got to mouth off at somebody, especially in some sort of establishment, if somebody or a situation gets you to the point where you got to feel like you got to get out of character and that's not your normal, you know what I'm saying? It's time to go. Okay, it is time to go. Because I feel like a lot of y'all could be, usually very nice, very sweet, charming, good-hearted people, but somebody might be pulling you out of your element, or your natural mood in the next 48. Okay, what's the Queen of Wands here? Let's see. There are the 3 of Swords, Lovers reverse, Ace of Cups. Okay, someone's not changing. Something's not changing, pile 3. Okay, so like I said, I feel like it is a love situation for the most of y'all, but it could be otherwise. But if somebody has broken your heart or betrayed you, not once, but twice, but 3 times, do not let them do it a 4th. Okay? Do not let them do it a 4th. I mean, you can do what you want, but don't let them do it a 4th time or a 5th time. Okay? When somebody shows you who they really are, believe them. Don't try to be like, oh, maybe they didn't mean it. Yes, they did. When you do something deliberately, when you say something deliberately, that's exactly what you meant to do, right? Or say. So don't make excuses for somebody or a situation that has repeatedly, I feel like this is not the first time for you, pile 3. Don't make excuses for people or situations that have repeatedly done you wrong, betrayed you, disrespected you. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get some oracle for pile 3. Let's see. Let's get some clarifiers. Let's use this one. All right, so pile number 3. What else is going on for pile number 3 for the next 72 hours? Yeah, look. Destroyed, fucked up, shattered, broken, okay? It's done. It's done, okay? Even if it's a situationship, you know what I'm saying? That is not your man, that's not your woman if they're not pursuing you. And if they did not say, you're my girlfriend, you're my boyfriend, y'all are not together, okay? Because somebody could be using somebody for one thing and one thing only, all right? So let's see. Someone's children could even be involved. Like if you got kids or if somebody around you has kids and they're in a fucked up situation, yeah, somebody could be getting their kids taken, okay? Amazing chemistry, terrible timing. Pay attention to the red flags. Literally, okay? Be careful, pile 3. Yeah, light bulb moment, sudden realization, feeling inspired, insightful awareness. Some of y'all are finally realizing that some situation is not worth it or something is you need to leave. Like, I'm not trying to scare nobody, but imagine somebody getting to the point where they feel like they got to destroy what's around them, their home, your home. If you're dealing with somebody who's violent or even disrespects you, imagine what else they'll disrespect, okay? Even if it's a job, you let your boss, your manager, a coworker disrespect you for so long. You're going to keep tolerating that shit, or you're going to do what you got to do to find something else and get away from that toxic environment? Because when the people around you won't change, you got to leave, okay? Because you can't convince people to change. People are going to do what they're going to do. So when you can't get people to work with you, cooperate with you, or whatever, you have to leave. You got to leave that situation, okay? Some of y'all are realizing that in the next 72, okay? Maybe we can get one more. Yeah, this could be a work situation for some of y'all. There are some, bosses out there who are really just trash. Some of y'all could be Geminis. Um, I think I said that already, but it came out again with June here. And then we have wants you back. Clarify that. Not compatible. Okay. Especially if someone's like an alcoholic or drinks a lot and then they get crazy. Okay. Be careful of that. Or be careful of drinking too much in the next 72 hours. Pile 3. Somebody's realizing it's just not working. Okay. And confirmation, the last oracle card for you, pile 3, is not compatible. You got to go your separate ways. Okay. I don't care how long you've known this person. I just heard gotta go my own way from High School Musical. Okay, so some of y'all could have known somebody since high school, okay, or whatever like that, a long time. I always tell you guys, longevity means nothing when you're being treated like shit. I don't care if somebody treated you perfectly for 18 years and then the last 6 months they started acting up. That does not excuse anything. Okay, so respect yourself enough to walk away, job or not. Let's go to pile 4, the last pile, okay? I will timestamp everything afterward. Let's see. I feel like this reading is very serious business. Okay, let's see. Let's hope pile 4 is a little bit more cheery, but I don't control the message, okay? So let's see. Pile number 4, if you chose pile number 4, this is what's going on for your next 72 hours. More indecision. Okay. Let's see. Some of y'all could be wearing a gown, okay, or a muumuu. Some of y'all might be dressing like that. Let's see. What's going on for pile number 4? Okay. Damn. Damn. Okay. Oh, and the devil reversed. Damn, these are all actually reversed. So what's going on for pile number 4? Some of y'all could be experiencing, you might be looking for a new job, okay? Or you might be looking for a new way of income, all right, in the next 48 hours, especially if your work environment has been toxic or whatnot. Let's see. Yeah, 4 of Pentacles. Some of you guys are just trying to find a new way of making money, okay? I was on Facebook earlier. This girl, she was talking about how she does, like, she started to do Uber Eats, you know, as a driver and whatnot. She really enjoys it so far. So, you know, some of y'all could be picking up a side hustle. Okay. Some of y'all might be doing something when it comes to your money, or you might be deciding, should I pick up a side hustle? I feel like the answer is yes. Okay. Especially if you have the extra time, go ahead and do that. Okay. Let's see. Some of y'all could also be planning a trip or where you want to go in the next 48 hours. Okay. Let's see. Some of y'all could have worked somewhere for a long time. Yeah, there's a lot of indecision. Should you stay? Should you go? Should you keep your job? Should you start a side hustle or not? The answer is yes. I feel like yes, yes, yes. Whatever your question is about what you should do next when it comes to your money, especially, yes, go ahead and do that. Okay. Especially if you've been very indecisive. I don't know if that's a confirmation for some of y'all, but the answer is yes. Go ahead and do that. Let's see. All right, what's the Three of Swords and the Page of Swords here? Yeah, there's like a new beginning in some sort of money endeavor. Pile 4, okay. Let me see. Are you unhappy at your current job? No, I feel like you love your current job. Okay, we got the Ace of Cups. So if you want to pick up a side hustle or something, if you got the extra time, go ahead and do it, you know. Especially if it's something that you can make your own hours, you know, pick certain days and certain times, you know, that you can do whatever that you want to do, you know, during that time. Um, I don't know, because I feel like some of y'all may need a little bit of extra money, or you want extra money, okay, or it would be beneficial for you, okay. Let's see. It's always good to have a backup, you know what I'm saying? Have multiple options, multiple streams of income, you know what I'm saying? So that you're not, uh-oh. I'm not saying any of y'all are gonna lose your job. I'm not saying that, but it's always good to have a backup just in case, especially when it comes to finances, okay? Let's see. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. If you're dealing with any financial struggles, pile number 4, it will get better, but I do feel like that has a lot to do with you starting something new financially. Okay, you'll get back on your feet. I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles right here. Okay, you will get back on your feet. Some of y'all could be worried about distance. Okay, like maybe you feel like jobs in your area aren't suitable for you, or maybe you just don't want to work certain places. Okay, there's a lot of side gigs. You just got to look for them. Okay, whether it's online, you know, some people work from home, some people do driving gigs, you know, like I just talked about. Some people do, you know, there's all types of stuff. I'm also seeing like somebody type, you know what I'm saying, like people type papers for people edit, whatever the idea is. I feel like a lot of Pile 4 is about a side hustle, picking up something new or extra, okay, in the next 48 hours, or like 72. You guys know what I mean. Let's get some Oracle though. But your finances will get better if you are worried about that. Pile 4. Let's see. All right. What else for Pile 4? What's going on for Pile number 4 for the next 72 hours? Look, I'm never just talking. Look what just came out. Bank, okay? Some of y'all might be trying to get a loan, or, fix your credit or something like that. Literally, financial institution, saving and investing, okay? Let's see. Some of y'all could be heading to the bank in the next 48 hours. Let's see. Yeah, legal issues, okay? What's that about? Some of y'all could be afraid of a legal situation dealing with money. And that's interesting because I was thinking about the PPP loan shit that people were doing years ago. You know what I'm saying? The PPP loan. I don't know all the names for the other shit. Make sure that you're doing things the right way, okay? Because some of y'all could be afraid of the consequences, getting kind of screwed by the government when it comes to some sort of money situation, okay? Be careful of pregnancy. That's really random. That just came out. But we have knocked up. Some of y'all could be expecting, okay? Yeah, financial clarity. Pile 4, your rating is very much about money. Okay. Let's see. Somebody may be selling like old items to make more money. You know how they have the app offer up? I think I don't know if they still have it, but it used to be called Let It Go. You know, where you could post your items and shit to sell it online or whatnot, or fake it. Something may be fake. Be careful if somebody's selling you something. Um, I hope it's not you selling something fake, you know, like a piece of jewelry or something like that for money. But somebody, if you're buying some sort of jewelry, especially if somebody says like, "Oh, this is antique" or whatever, um, make sure that it's real, okay? Because I don't know why fake just came out my mouth. Channel message. But what was I saying? Yeah, some of y'all could be posting things online to make more money. Sometimes that's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Nothing wrong with that. Or, you know, you might be thinking about selling clothes. You know, you could do Poshmark. I think the other one's like Macari, right? What is that? I forgot the other one. I used to research that stuff a lot, like 10 years ago when it first came out. Poshmark, Macari. Like I said, there's that app OfferUp. Facebook Marketplace is a popular one also. Okay, so some of y'all might be using that or posting things on there to make some extra cash, you know, or to settle your pockets or something like that. Okay, and there is a small love message in here. Like I said, if you are dealing with a lover, some of y'all might be afraid that somebody's pregnant, or you need to be careful if you are sleeping with somebody, especially somebody that you are not public with. Okay. Because we have secret crush and knocked up. Okay, so make sure that you're doing what you got to do or need to do when it comes to not getting pregnant or vice versa. If you're a man getting somebody pregnant, okay. Let's see. Yeah, because I feel like you're very attracted to somebody, or somebody, you know, vice versa, is very attracted to you. Okay. If you do have sex in the next 48/72 hours, I might just title it that. um, Somebody could be plotting on you to get you pregnant, so be careful. Be careful. Look, a child, okay? You guys seen that TikTok or whatever? A child, okay? Um, it could let in a child. Like that's literally be careful. That's funny that just came out, okay? Let's see. Anything else for Pal 4? Yeah, especially if you're like fertile, okay? Something about the timing of your cycle could be significant. Some of y'all might, this is for the women obviously, but some of y'all might be starting your cycle, okay? I just heard Aunt Flo. Who is okay? Okay, let me clarify that. Let me get one more because I feel like, oh, damn. I was about to say, some of y'all might be walking away from somebody because you realize they got hoes. But is it true? Do they have hoes? We got independent, going your own way, groupie, third party, mistress, you know, no facts. Okay, so let's clarify the no facts. Maybe you think somebody has a third party or something. Let's see, is that true? Does if pile number 4 is dealing with somebody, do they have a third party? Whoa. Financial independence. Okay, so let's get one more. Okay, somebody could have a. I do feel like someone's mostly focused on themselves. Okay, so you may feel like somebody has a third party. Somebody may be. I don't think they're seeing anybody else, but somebody could be mostly focused on their money. So I do want to say, like, maybe you're not the only one. Somebody could be an Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius. I might pull the tarot for that yes or no real quick because I can't tell if there's a third party here or not. Like somebody's there, but they're also like not really dealing with this person. Let's see. Some of y'all might be investigating somebody, especially if it's about a third party. Like, is that person actually a threat? Okay, let's get one more oracle, maybe two. Acceptance. Okay. Accept past and current situations, work through issues gracefully, and efficient work habits. So somebody, I feel like they are mostly focused on work, but I'm gonna do a quick yes or no because I feel like I don't want to leave y'all with a do they have the third party or not? You know. So give me a second. Let's see. Whoa. All right. So yes or no, Spirit. Does pile number 4's person on their mind have a third party or not? Hello. No? I'm getting a no. If anything, if there is a third party, they are not happy with that person. They're actually trying to stop talking to them and they're being very distant from that person. That's the energy I was getting. We had the 5 of Swords, 8 of Wands reverse, and the Hermit reverse. So it's kind of like this person could have been there, they could be around. But like I said, even from the Oracle, they're there, but they're not really there. They're not really dealing with that person, okay? Or they don't want to deal with that person. Yeah, they're ignoring that person. They're ignoring the third party if it's even if you can even call it that, okay? I feel like y'all are skeptical about does my person have a third party? No. Or like I said, the third party may not want to leave them alone, to be honest. Somebody could be very clingy, this third party energy, okay? Very clingy. All right, but that is what I got. I have channel messages for you guys, but I kind of want to save that for the Aries through Pisces. I have them all written down and shit, so that's for when I'm back in my car to do Aries through Pisces next 48. But y'all said you want to pick a card, so that's what I'm trying to do more of. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully that resonates. Obviously, let things play out, okay? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Try to pick one pile, okay? Don't pick more than two. Don't pick more than two, okay? The options will be time-stamped in about not even 10 minutes, okay? So thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video, share, comment, save it for later. It's still timeless, okay? So you guys have a good night. I'll be doing personals live tomorrow. All right. I'm going to take a break though tonight. So you guys have a good one. Thank you. Bye.